Hey, you know me, right? Travis, One Home Inspection. Figured I'd take you on a little adventure today. We're gonna do a little field trip, as it were, down into the crawl space. You gotta watch me get prepped. I'm gonna do the little welding hood. Keeps my sweaty brow from messing up my high quality PPE here. So, crawl space is a lot of the times where home inspectors will say they like to earn their money, right? And what they mean by that is it's not often a place that homeowners go willingly. Sometimes they're just, they don't want to be in the crawl space, or they don't know what they're looking for, whatever it is. And that's what we home inspectors are here for. Newer home, 2006. Fortunately, this one has 2 crawl space accesses because it's a pretty big home, a little over 3,000 square feet. We'll be going into both and checking them out. Yes, sir. Working on my Walter White cosplay. Although I don't think he was nearly as gray in the beard. Awesome. See you in a few. So this is where we're going. This is crawl space number 1. All right. I'm gonna have some stuff on my way here. Let's see. Hi. Lots of room in this one. Let's take a look. So, probably not getting down this aisle right away because I know there's a second access that'll get me over on that side. So we're gonna come in under here. Now, if you hear me making grunts and groans, just know that those are my noises. Those are my work musics. So let's take a look over here. So we're looking at posts, making sure that there's no rot on them, making sure that there's no evidence of bugs. We're looking for fallen insulation. That's not too bad. We're looking more for like battens that have completely fallen. Looking for moisture. Now the ground underneath this vapor barrier is a little soft, which means that there's probably some moisture in it. But that's all right. There is a sump pump because this house is on a hill, so a little bit of moisture can be tolerated. Continuing my adventure through cobwebs, small places. There's definitely a little moisture underneath the vapor barrier. Kind of squishing my way through it. It's okay. Or as long as it stays under and it's not over the crawl space vapor barrier, then we're good. Oh. Post looks good, plumbings look good. We'll scoot in, get all the way to the end there. Making my old man noises. So, it doesn't look like a tremendous amount of silt, like there's a lot of water coming through here, but I can definitely smell moisture, even through the mask. A little bit of broken vapor barrier there, but that's all right. Wiring is good as long as it's not touching the ground. Perfect. Let's move to the next access. It's on the other side of this wall here. So we'll get to the second access. All right, we are in the second crawl space. So when we first entered that first one, you could kind of look down the line and see that would be down that tunnel, how you would normally get through to this one. But the gentleman was nice enough to, over the years of living here, add a second crawl space because he didn't like crawling through this. But he's one of the few, the proud as it were, to come down and access the crawl space of their home just to check on it. They've got a lot of rodent traps down here, but I'm not seeing any evidence of rodent droppings. But unfortunately, 80% of homes in Oregon that we see have some type of rodent in there, mainly because they just want to be warm and dry. This is good looking. We're worried about a little bit of moisture. I've really only felt soft ground. There's no puddles that I can see. Oh, and here we go. Here's some evidence of rodent droppings. I had to say something. Little guys, little field mice, not big rats. And we want the grates or the mesh over those vent covers to be intact fully, because that's how these guys get in. So that one is, every one that I've seen so far is, but they don't need much to get through here. It looks like the sump pump might be over there. No, that's the fireplace. You know, I never thought in all my years in the military, all the skills that I'd learned, the low crawl would be the one I'd be using the most on a daily basis. But it helps, right? These are the things that we need to look for. We located the sump pump and tested it, made sure it was working great. Vapor barrier is doing its job. A little bit of rodent activity, but other than that, this crawl space looks amazing. And I can appreciate that I can actually walk on my hands and knees in here, and I'm not, belly to back with pressure. So appreciate that. So really the only thing going in the report is the rodents, and they're already trying to deal with that. So until next time, hope this field trip was fun for you. Look at that red in my face. It's so great. Awesome. Win home inspection. I'm out.